Hello, hello. All right, check. This thing working. Oscar, what it do? How you doing today, man? Hey, how you doing, Sherry? Manny, what it do? Hey, we alive. Hey, righteous. Thank God every day. Team Hustle, how you doing? Friday? Hey, man, I appreciate it. Oh. What do you think? Shouldn't have been no crazy XOP, AL, Oxy. Play's been cooking. Hey, bro. What Spoons? What it do? See, Spoons, if you would have stayed in the Discord the first time. Hey, man, hope everything good with you. I'm over here compiling the list real quick. If y'all got any tickers y'all want me to look at, go ahead and drop them in the chat. Then I can go over them. Ooh, this is very good. It's fifth. I'm gonna put that in too. Don't look at JPM. Hey, bro, the whole financial look at this. On the swing it's down, and on the daily it was down, bro. Torched me. I was like, man, it's all good though. I already know they just probably sweep liquidity too. Yeah, it just look at that. On the month ain't nothing but a 12 EMA retest. Bo, what it do? I snuck out to check you out. Hey, man, I appreciate it, dog. Hey, man, don't get in trouble at work, man. Hey, this gonna be recorded. It's gonna be here, bro. CT, what it do? Hey, man, don't get in trouble for me, man. Don't blame me. I can't vouch for you. Let's see. Ooh, ABT. I like that. 3-day inverse arc. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Yes, sir. Yeah. Let's see. Humana. I like that one. Humana and CVS. Circle. Oh, man. Sean said something about Circle. I know it's running. Crypto Ken. Hey, Ken, what it do, my boy? Hope everything good with you, man. Can you look at Google and AVGO? Bet. I always do the Google L for some reason. I don't know why they even split that up. What we got? That's 10 already? Ain't no way. There it is. Alright, let's see. I'm just gonna go straight to the monthlies. I wonder, can you do a poll on here? Marcy, how you doing? I'm gonna do a poll. Yeah. Do a poll. And then we're gonna do a top-down analysis together on on whatever chart y'all vote for. Yeah. We're gonna do that. Just so y'all can see how I do mine. I just started a brand new Black Wolf, but So it's not gonna have my trade plan format. So I go back to the old one. I'm gonna put Google on now. How many options can I do? Actually, I'm just gonna vet the one that I already. So XOP, yes, definitely putting that on there. So when you see XOP, think of ZOM, COP, Valero, CVX, all of those. All oil stuff. Like, ooh, wow. Yeah, we're gonna put Dell on there. We may even do two of them. Oh, by Juha, man. But then again, it'll have a good run up. So yeah, you know what? I'll put that on there. You gotta help me set up your chart. Oh, I got you, dog. Nvidia. Ugh. Let me go look at it. Ooh. Oh, ooh. That joint. Okay. Yeah, we can look at it. All right, so right now I got 11. All right, we got 11 charts right now. Yeah, so I only got 4 choices on this daggone. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do 4 choices and split them in 2. And then y'all just tell me which one, either or. Yeah. Oxy, nah, I don't wanna do Oxy. Dell. Already got Dell on there. Google. Nvidia. Do Nvidia, bro. I think that thing's just gonna keep trading this. That's somebody pulled up in my house. Delivery truck. It's gonna keep trading in the same range for the most part. AVGO and BE. Oh yeah, I love BE. Yeah, I like that one. SLV. Bet. All right, there we go. So they go a poll, and then I'm gonna add SLV on here. Cause I'm actually in SLV and GLD in one of my Roths. All right, so let's get this show on the road. I don't want to take too much of y'all time. So we're gonna start off with S5th. So anytime S5th is over 60, that means market breadth. Can't even say that right. Is here and alive and well. So you can see on the day right now, we got a fresh inverse arc. So that's due to all of the tickers running up at the end of the day. I don't know if y'all how much y'all been looking towards the end of the close today, but everything ran up crazy. It like almost regained all the loss that it did on certain stocks. So anytime this is over 60, we got, you know, a good overall market that's bullish still. XOP, look at them on the month real quick. I like this over the cloud. So for XOP, that's gonna be your ZOM, that's gonna be your CVX, that's gonna be your Valero, any oil ticker that you can think of is gonna be in XOP. So if I do a top-down analysis on XOP, all of these are in the running for that. ZOM has a 3% weight in this, so I mean that's pretty sizable. It looked like they're almost even across the board, but you can see it's a whole bunch of them. So XOP on the month it's closed over the WTMA cloud, so that's extremely good. It's still in the 200, but you can see that the VRVP on the side is tapering off. So like once this thing goes, let's see, get this level right here. Once it clears, I want to say right here, like 155, it could just accelerate up. And that'll be your ZOM, that'll be your CVX, and see it. You can already see how ZOM is on the month right now. Chevron, COP, Conoco, floating candle on the month, that's extremely bullish. Ain't touching nothing. It just touched the resistance, well, the trend line resistance, and then it came down just a little bit. Let's see what else in there. Valero, typical breakout, come back down, retest, bam. So energy sector is doing pretty good on a long-term swing perspective. All right, looking at Dell, we just reclaimed the WTMA on the monthly with almost a Marubozu candle, so that's crazy. They've been selling off for 3 months straight. Came all the way back down to 110 and popped back up. They had earned it, I want to say. Yep. Yesterday, last night. All right, right now they're in a bull C, but the bull C's sometimes yield more reward than the bull A, because the bull A's are usually at like close to all-time high. So when you get a bull C, that means like they're in a recovery state, which you saw the sell-off, and then bam. This POC line on the VRVP was key on the weekly level for Dell. Look at that daily flow count. That gap up is crazy. It went up $26 today. Look at the 4 hour. See what we gotta look out for. So it's right. It closed right at this VRVP shelf. But let me line up the liquidity. Let's see. Oh yeah. So it stopped at the shelf right here. But once it cleared that 148, 149 level, that thing could just go. Then it'll revisit this liquidity at 164. So maybe need to look at Dell in the future. 4 hour fair value gap. Pretty sure order block was right here. Sure. Yep, right there. Oh yeah, that thing broke everything. Okay. Then the execution time frame. Yep, and it just tapered off for the rest of the day. That looks pretty good. It looks like they're just starting their run too. So Dell is not even super extended, honestly. It's just been consolidating. Well, Oxy, this is part of, it almost relates to XOP as well. It's the petroleum. So, I mean, it ain't too much of a difference. I mean, oil and petroleum, I mean, come on. So on the monthly, you got a fresh inverse. Actually, you had liquidity building up for about 4 to 5 months, and then the 12 reclaimed now. So it looks pretty good, but it needs to clear this 12, this historical resistance, this 12, my bad, 200. And then it'll probably sweep liquidity at like 71. So definitely gonna be looking out for that. You see it failed to clear this order block on the week. So we may get a sweep back down to this fair value gap next week for entry. So prepare for that. Let's see what the daily look like. Yep. So it looks uninterrupted until it gets to 58. That's pretty decent because the VRVP tapers off. Got the last order block over here too, and it's in a bull A, 90 out of 100 right now. So that's nice. Daily still on aggressive. Let's see what the weekly is on. Weekly is on aggressive, and the monthly on low. Okay, that's pretty good. Moving on to ABOT Laboratories. So on the month, you can see that it hit this trend line right here. And as soon as it touched this bullish order block on the month, it popped right back up instantly. So that's extremely good for ABOT. And all it's doing now is pressing into this fair value gap. On the 2 week, liquidity sweep off the 200. Same order block. As soon as it touched it, it took off for 5 weeks. So that's good. We about to have a fresh inverse arc on the weekly. So look out for this one next week. If it closes above this 12, it can just go up to 130, 120, 129.50, 130-ish. So you should have a Pierce. Yep. Okay, here we go. Okay. So on the daily, we still under the 200. So I wouldn't be extremely bullish on A-Bot yet. But I mean, you can play the run up until it meets that 200. So I'm pretty sure the 200 will be a target, a price target area. Probably gonna be like price target 2 or 1, depending on how fast it goes up. Yep, 200 again. Okay, so overall, it's under the 200. Yep, on the month is way above it, but that's good. Circle, it's the shortest chart I've ever seen. Thing only been on the market since July. So that's not too long. And then you got a fresh inverse arc on this week with a 12 reclaim. So it has a lot of potential, especially after 90. After 90, so if it was a close above like right here, the next week would have just magnet up to 115-ish. So I'm definitely gonna move this one up there. I like that one. I like Circle a lot right now. And Delshawn even called it out. And I think he called it out for shares down here. And we have a clean 12 EMA breakout on the WTMA cloud, accompanied with a fair value gap retest. So this thing can shoot up pretty quick. And the order block should have been right here. So you can see this same level has been holding Circle down for the longest. Let's see, right up in here. This same shelf right here. So once it passes this, it can just sprint because there's no resistance. So look out for Circle for sure. My box too small. There we go. Put it up here. Boom. About that. And it's going. And by the time they clear this this order block, it'll clear the 200 too on the 4 hours. So it's definitely gonna run after it clears both of those. Same level on the 2 hour. That's the execution time frames. It looks pretty good. You just gotta be patient on this one. Let's see what Humana has. Okay, so Humana and BE. Okay. And then we're gonna do SLV bet. All right, so on the monthly time frame on Humana, it did a fresh liquidity sweep on this order block that it held since 2016. If y'all never heard me say foot stomp, that means pay attention, take notes, do whatever you can to remember this. This level has been holding since 2016 for Humana. So this smart money group right here does not want to lose their investment. So that's why you saw price react the way it did. Soon as it hit this order, like soon as it penetrated through this order block, they brought it right back up. Moving on to the week, they actually tapped it twice. This can go in A+ range when it passes, I say 210. About 210. Once it clears that historical resistance, it can just pop back up. Same order block, 2 order blocks now. Well, actually 3 order blocks in the same level. Get the daily. Pretty sure this had an inverse. Yep. So if you look at the daily, you line up the order blocks. So after 197, I would say 197.50, you have A+ range up to 210, and then after 210, you have A+ range to probably this WTMA cloud, which is at 230. So I mean, you'll have like $20 run increments on Humana right now. I did them. And look at BE. Let's see. BE, this thing been acting bipolar lately, but it's all good. So extremely bullish A on the monthly time frame off of a fair value gap that it made. Almost like a doji candle on the month, which is insane. So basically you just look as this doji as a pause candle for the next move down or next move up. Weeklies look very good. Still holding the WTMA crowd, still holding the 12, and we just closed above the WTMA on the weekly. So that looks very good. The only thing that concerns me about BE right now is these huge wicks at the top. They usually signal a reversal, but you know, that depends on smart money, really. This definitely is an inverted hammer, but it's not bearish. It closed green. That told the story right here. So the daily. Okay, so right now we're retesting. Well, actually it closed under the 12, so but the WTMA is still intact. So this very well could just spring back up after this 12 EMA test. As you can see, the VRVP tapers off at the level it's currently at and above, so it can go up pretty quick. Let's see what 4 hour looks like. Okay, so you got the inverse arc. You have a floating candle, but it's not bearish. This candle is not bearish, so I wouldn't definitely jump in any puts on this right now. But if it does come back down to this order block, I would have a trade plan put out for the run back up, because you can see that it likes to hold this same level in a 2 hour. Boom, order block and fair value gap. So it tapped it twice, popped back up, and it just consolidated in the last two hour candles. So I mean, that ain't too bad. The potential for the upside is way more rewarding than the downside right now, because you got the 200 right under the 2 hour. AVGO. Okay, so it's been going down for 3 months. Retested to 12 on the monthly, so that's good. It's holding a major level right now. We do have a arc confirmation forming, but not quite. On the week, we are in a bear B. Permission is green. We just got a fresh change of character too. So after this bearish change of character, watch for the liquidity sweep right here, a retest, and a possible fall. But right now, the WTMA and the 12 is pretty flat. So that thing can either shoot up really fast or fall really fast. And the way tech has been trading in the last, 3 months, I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't trust it. Here we go. So on the daily, it gapped down and just had a Marabazu all the way back up. So I mean, it showed its strength all day, but the daily time frame is on low volatility. So that basically tells me that this little up move is pretty much fake. But I mean, you do have this trend line, and we are inside of the 200, so we can come back. And when it does, it's gonna easily go up to like 357. stuff right there. Yeah, I wouldn't touch AVGO until they got above 360. Honestly, it's just too much stuff to go through. Let's see. Yeah. Don't touch AVGO yet. Wait till they click 360 for sure. Like a 4-hour close or a daily close above 360. Cause through this you gonna chop. You see how the VRVP is right here, how it's extended out. So all this zone right here is gonna chop. This zone is gonna chop. So let's see Google. Fair value gap retest and the WTMA retest. That's good. I don't know how it's in a bear C right now, but it's aggressive move. Oh, I guess that's why, because it's on aggressive. That drop was aggressive. Let's see. So we got an arc confirmation to the downside, but it did sweep liquidity. Pretty sure this is on a 2-week time frame. That is, oh yeah, here we go. Tested to 12. I mean, Google don't look bad, but all the higher time frames are pointing, except the monthly, are pointing bearish for now. And the 3-day is lagging just a little bit, so we need a reclaim on the 3-day. Should have had a reclaim on the, I almost had a reclaim on the daily. So once it reclaims on the daily, you know, the higher time frames will lag behind it, and then eventually it'll catch up. And what you want to look for Google is them to catch up above 340, 341, above this previous month high. That's when you want to be watching Google, because the moment they break out, they're going to rip. They already move at $9 a day on average. So Google can move. Video. Don't touch Nvidia until it's over 200. That's the simplest way to put it. This thing just chops. I mean, unless it go all the way down here, and you can see that it's been holding this level since September 2025. Actually, this level since July 2025. But I mean, if it fails, you know how many times an order block gets retested before it fails. So I mean, right now we just trading in this same rectangle. I drew one last week. Oh man, I deleted it. But yeah, we've been trading in this same rectangle for I don't know how long. Same rectangle. I can even extend this out right about here. Boom. And it looks like, it kind of looks like a huge head and shoulder. Where's my brush at? There we go. So right here, there. And then it looks like it wants to do that right there to form the other shoulder. But you can see it did this, it did that, it did that. So I mean, it's holding the same levels. I mean, that's a rinse and repeat trade, if anything. SLV. Ooh-wee. All right, so since I already got a position in them, I already know what was happening. So I'm gonna look at the month. And what's crazy about SLV is that, see, where is it? Boom. Ah man, it's not my default, man. I gotta change that. It's too cluttered right now. But okay, here we go. So on the monthly time frame, it hit this fib level and it held. So with the auto fibs, it gives out all these levels, and then usually the bottom is at the swing low. So it held this level on this fair value gap And it almost retested the WTMA. I mean, right now, silver's looking to run right back up. Looking at the 2-week bullish. Oh yeah, I got you. I wish it would have saved my defaults. I might have to go to my other chart. We just reclaimed the WTMA. On the weekly, that's good too. Reclaimed the WTMA and retested the 12 on the same week. That's a big move for silver. That's $8 on silver. ATR is at 9. Here's the daily chart. On the daily chart, we just need to break over this 87.31 level, the WTMA cloud. Once it does that, the next resistance will be the top of the WTMA cloud at 90.50. JOG, how you doing? After this 90.27 to 50 level, it could just spring up to 97.5 pretty quick, and before it hits this 3-day liquidity that I drew about a month ago, which is insane that it's still holding like that. Oh yeah, and Oscar, if you go back and replay, you should see an order block on one of these smaller time frames. Maybe right here. Nope. Oh wow. You know what? I don't think it was enough volume on those sell-offs, because it was pure up there it is, pure manipulation. So I mean, we got the 2-hour right at the edge of this bearish order block. So I mean, once it clears that on the 2-hour time frame, since that's the largest time frame that it has an order block, it's gonna rip. So, oh man, I'm back on replay. God. Oh yeah, but that's what discounted right here. So I mean, we already closed above it, and we got this fresh breaker structure. JOG can vouch. Sean as well. If whenever you see this shallow pullback, not shallow pullback, the shallow WTMA, so you get an arc confirmation and the inverse arc confirmation, that thing moves every time. So right now it's in free man's land right now. Like, watch the VRVP taper off. Look at that. Ooh. Yeah, the mini arc can go. I'm telling you. That is a proven method. JOG, what's that ticker you've been talking? Was it Twilio? TTWO. Take 2. Twilio. What am I talking about? Yeah, what am I talking about? Twilio. That is a ticker though. Ooh, wee. Look at that. That liquidity right there. Dude, it swept liquidity on the entire monthly time frame cloud, like the WTMA cloud. And for all those who don't know, the WTMA cloud is the WTMA on higher time frames, which tracks liquidity. So in essence, this whole cloud is liquidity. So it definitely swept that liquidity on the monthly time frame. Now we do have a arc confirmation on the month, but it is proving itself trying to push back up. Right off the 200 retest on the weekly. So that's good. I bet this daily gonna look good. 3-day look pretty good. Yep, there it is right there. Yeah. Inverse arc. Still inside of the 12. Reclaiming the 12. Is this floating? Nah, it ain't floating. It ain't floating. But this one was. And this one is too. So I mean, I ain't gonna say, add that to your watch list. I'm just gonna add it to mine, I'm just gonna put that right on front of Dale. And you can, ooh, wow, look at the VRVP right here. It cleared this 212, it can go up to 221 easily. Oh, I got one more. we're definitely doing the trade plan for this one. Into. So I showed Sean this one today at work. All right, so monthly time frame. Retesting the 200 cloud. That's too easy. And what lines up with the 200 cloud is the liquidity level on the monthly time frame. So institutions definitely want to hold that level. You drop down to the weekly. Let's see, where is it? It should have been a order block right here because it got to change the character right here. So I'll draw that myself. So since that bottom leg is what triggered this change of character, I'm gonna go ahead and put that rectangle right there in the order block. All right, so you can see it touched this same level and it popped back up instantly and produced an aggressive weekly candle. So remember, higher the time frames, and if it's on aggressive, the better the continuation is for that move, which is a perfect time to plug in JOG's, JOG 503's liquidity sweep indicator. He does have that on the market. I know he's been beta testing it for a while. So you'll have to hit him up, the Big Bad Wolf of 503 in the Discord, in the Wolf Empire, and in the trading room, to get that access. All right, this is what I was intrigued about, right? So look at the daily time frame. You can see that all of this space right here, right? Let's go right here. All right, inverse arc yesterday. So here goes the arc candle. Here go the, look at that. That 12 reclaim is insane. This is Marbazu. Aggressive move, aggressive daily. I haven't yet. I gotta go to my other chart because the default settings on this one is like the bare bone version. But yeah, we got a Marbazu on the daily time frame. And you have a 12 EMA Pierce on the WTMA cloud on the daily. So that's gonna be major right there. Like right now, let's see what level it needs to be in A+ trade range. Oh, it's already in A+ trade range. We just got to change the character right here today. That we had a 4-hour candle that closed to make this change of character. A drop down with a retest of that same level, and now it's going up, and it still was aggressive. So I'm gonna do a thorough trade plan on Intuit. That's probably gonna be my top pick for the entire month of March. Honestly, like long as we keep VIX down, we'll be pretty good. But Intuit on the on basically every time frame looks pretty bullish. Even though the trend says bear, that means like, you know, it's in transition to come back to bullish. What does change of character mean? All right, so change of character right here. In this case, so the trend is bearish, right? You see under the 12, we just chop, keep on going down, keep going down, inverse arc. And then once we break a key level of that downtrend, that triggers a change of character, which triggers an internal order block being formed. So the moment this candle closes, this pops up and this order block pops up, telling us where smart money planted their money. And you will see it sooner on the 2-hour time frame. That's why I like the 2-hour time frame trading on it. Should be right here. Yep, right here. So remember, I said sooner. I think the other candle was here, but you got the change of character right here with a liquidity sweep to the upside, and then a pullback to the fair value gap, which is your entry right there, and then boom, run up. So yeah, this thing is in A+ trade range. It can just magnet up to 420 like fast. All right, knee. I did a trade plan on them the other day. Ooh. Okay, I like that. That monthly looks crazy. Oh, I see a channel. Let's see. I just had a squirrel moment, but this is a good squirrel moment. So it's right here, right there. And then I'm gonna extend it out, because if it breaks this level cleanly, it's gonna go up here next to about 101. Then it's probably gonna pull back down to this previous all-time high. Then it's gonna pop back up to like 110. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, I'm putting that on there. Yeah. Putting that on there. Appreciate it, Brown. Yeah. I like that chart. Let's see. I might need to refine these levels just a little bit, but not too much. Actually, I got it in the wrong angle. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, nope. I need the one that changes the angle, man. Oh, there we go. Extend this up a little more. Boom. The bottom level don't want to line up though. Oh, actually, yes, it does. It's just these were like a super down move, but you can see this dominant line right here. It holds a trend right on through here. I go to breakout right there, and it held this right here. Boom. Oh yeah. NOC. Ooh wee. That run up is huge. You got the skinny W10 cloud too, so that's extremely good. And a fair value gap retest. Let's see, when are they should get an earnings contract? Oh, now they got it April 23rd. When using 2-hour entry, do you use lower time frames for confirmation? It depends. So if it got an order block above it, so say for instance, wish I can find one. I think SLV had one on the 2 hour. I think it had one on the 2 hour. It did not. Which one of these had a 2 hour order block? So basically your trigger time frame is whichever time frame that is the highest that has that same order block, not the smallest. Because the smallest, like if you have a small order block right here and it breaks it on the 2 hour, but it's also on like the weekly or the daily, that 2 hour candle really don't mean nothing until it sweeps. So I'm just gonna draw one like right here. All right, so if price action, come on, man, what my, here we go. If price action comes up here, it peeks its head right above it and then drops, that's expected because this is the 2 hour. However, if this was on the weekly time frame and it closed above this level right here, that 2 hour is basically nothing to this weekly time frame. So you would wait on the weekly time frame to enter, and then you can go 2 time frames down to get your confirmation. So in that case, it'll be the 4 hour and not the 2 hour. Uh-oh, it is again. Gotta keep forgetting to do that. And in this case, the 4 hour still looks good. NOC again. Let's see what the daily time frame looks like. Ooh. So right now it's just touching liquidity on the day. That's what this little down move was. I mean, it don't look too bad. Fair value gap retest, come back up again. today it reclaimed the 12 EMA. Now all you waiting for now is basically a daily reclaim of the WTMA. Wow. Ooh. Yeah, that's the, yep. Here go that so you see how small this arc confirmation was so I want to say it better, but look at the ratio from this arc to an inverse arc. You see how fast it was? It was like boom, boom. That shows strength right there in the stock. So the moment this break of structure triggers right here, it'll already have this inverse arc to the upside, and then that's what you want to look for, like on breakout stocks. So every time you have like these shallow arc confirmations follow right behind the inverse arc confirmation, it runs up every time. It's gonna be one right here. Yep. So it did a fake out right here, came back down, swept liquidity on the 2 hour, hit that same level, fresh inverse arc candle, floating candle. And then the only thing it has to do now is break this bearish order block on the 2 hour. And NOC is gonna probably run, but that's contingent on XLI. So that's the sector that it belongs to. So you can see that it's just been chopping, chop. But we do have a level 3 floater right here. So, I mean, 2 hour on XLI look pretty good too. And that was the last green ticker today. So that means everything else today probably ran rampant towards the end of the day. All right, so out of those tickers in the poll, give me 2 of them, just write them in the chat to do 2 top-down analysis on them with Black Wolf. Let me make sure my Black Wolf be doing my format right, cause let's see. Google NVIDIA. Donut! How you doing, man? Here we go. Group mode. Oh yeah, no problem, CT. Into and there. Hey, bro, I'm Ted, bro. N2 is gonna be that one, bro. It's gonna be that one. Yeah, okay. N2 for sure. Okay, that's 2 N2. Okay. I like Circle too. Circle is fire. What about IBKR? So financials got slammed all day. I was in JPM and I felt it. Trust. Let's see. Yep. Ooh. Yep. Yeah. Too bad I was in JPM yesterday. So like if you look at all the banks, they got slammed. Like Morgan Stanley. So they just sitting in order blocks right now. So if you look at XLF, so the whole sector down went down 2%. The order block is gone now. So what it needs to do right here is sweep liquidity, because we know the order block is right here because this change of character is produced right here. So just to verify it, I go back in replay mode. Should be right. Woo! I just picture myself with that Lil Wayne meme when he was going woo. Yeah, see right here, this is where you like if you don't follow no confirmation system, you always want to buy right here. All right, this is so many order blocks. 1, 2. This is a swing order block. That's at least 3. That's at least 3 order blocks. Oh yeah, I'm waiting on it because it thing down. It went down today. The whole financial sector went down today. Did I miss my entry? Nah, I didn't miss my entry yet. Yep, I wait on the 2-hour inverse. If that don't happen, I ain't touching it. All right, so we got N2 for sure. BE. Okay. It was sweeping on the monthly or weekly. Boom. Let's go here. All right. We'll do 3 then. We'll do 3. For sure N2 though. So that one ain't even. All right. Let's see. All right. So don't mind all these indicators now. Then I'll give y'all a rundown on how the Fibonacci field works. Alright. Here we go. Put that order block there. Alright, paste that bad boy. Hey man, how y'all Friday is, by the way? Like, did it go well? Oh, actually, I don't need to do that. Oh, I did the wrong thing. Hey, Donut, to be a good trader with our system, you just need to be great at patience and taking screenshots. Not kidding. Everybody in the chat can vouch for me. Not lying. Go ahead and tell Donut I'm not lying. Where is this order block start? Right there. How you know where to take the snapshot on the chart? So I always line it up with the last order block. So like, say for instance on the monthly, right? I got these huge order blocks, right? Boom, right here. So that sets the bias right there. All right. Then the weekly accompanies that. So you get this one right here, right there. You snap to this one. Then boom, it'll get that it's under the 200, right? So it's the weekly is in repair mode. You'll see how the trade plan comes out once I complete it. You'll see, but you always want to line it up with like the last bottom order block or the last top order block. Oh, was I on the daily? Which one? All right, there we go. Daily. I'm actually gonna use that one. I think I just bought a monitor. But this crap super big to me. I can stretch it out just a little. To become a pro trader, you just gotta learn how to take screenshots. I kid you not. And ChatGPT 5.2 has a crazy feature where you can literally live record your screen. And all you got to do is flip through the charts, tell them the time frame, and it'll do your trade plan impromptu, and it'll tell you your trade plan out loud. Like, it's crazy. And then once you get done with it, it'll transcribe the whole thing. For an hour. Yep. Right there. And what you want to do is try to get as much price in it as possible, right? So you don't want like $20 gaps like I got right now. So what I can do is anchor this one instead of those ones up there, because I mean, obviously it has to break this one and this one before it gets up here. So you can really negate these as long as you got the 200 in your snapshot. Boom. Man, that 4 hour look crazy, dude. I wish I would have saw this yesterday. Then the 2. Hey, let's go. I know I have to do too many trade plans. I'm gonna extend this just a little bit. Boom. So you got a $10 increments. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom it in right here. I really want $5 increments. There we go. Ooh, that's cutting it though. But we do it for the squad. There you go. Look at that. Look, it's already an A+ trade range right now too. Alright. So to lock mine in my format, this is what I tell it. How do you become Wolf certified? So you want to go into Black Wolf where I'm at now. There's a phrase that we have in the Mastering Black Wolf tab that you got to copy and paste, and then he'll put you through your training. I'm cooked. Ooh, I'm cooked. I'm a principal, and we have 1 week before spring break. I can't wait. I bet you can't. Yeah, man, JPM did a dirty, but it's fine. I can get it back. Like a stop loss wouldn't even help us the way it gapped down and just dropped. Oh, look at that. The one time I do it on stream, it comes out correctly. I can't believe it, because this thing will literally just give me the blues certain times. That when it takes me like 40 minutes between each trade plan to pop out. All right, here you go. Here goes the trading plan. I'm about to put that in the Discord right now, but we can go over it. So all the time frames are red because it's in a bear C, right? So we already know it's bearish, but it's in recovery mode. I'm not even going to actually, let's read this now. Into is in a post breakdown reset after a violent sell side displacement into a high time frame demand. So that's that monthly 200 and that weekly order block, right? The active idea is base to reclaim, but it stays conditional. Acceptance holding above 415 keeps the rebound thesis live into the first overhead volume shelf, while failure back below 394.56 reopens the rotation into a lower demand band and a deeper retrace. All right, so right now it's at a grade B, and the A+ trigger is a lock candle over liquidity, well, at rank liquidity, which is a VRVP shelf in my trade plans, or a historical resistance or support with a 2-hour level 3 floating candle close with acceptance of holding above 415. So basically all you gotta do is wait for a level 3 floating candle above 415. Do not anticipate. All right, and then I got the entry zones. Let's pull that chart up. So 409 to 415, it's already in that right here, and then this is the top of that entry range right here. But you can see that you had confirmation a long time ago. Now, so what they want to say, what they want to see right here, since it's already A+ range, it's kind of chalk trying to wait on the entry. But what it's saying is it should curve back down and then make a fresh new inverse, and then that fresh floating candle should be in this range, the 409 to 415 range. Then you got the reload, 394 to 399. That is right here. So that is the 12 EMA right here. 399 up here. Yep, right here. This whole, and the previous week high. So this whole little band right here is the reload zone. So my reload zones are slight pullbacks in my trade plans. And then the extreme, you know, you gotta prep for one of them tweets. That's what actually shot the market up at the end of the day today, because Anthropic, they basically told Anthropic that all of their federal contracting is done. So I'm pretty sure all softwares went crazy at the end of the day. But the extreme discount zone is 350 to 365, which is down here. So 365 is right here. This this fair value gap and WTMA cloud on the 2 hour, and then the bottom of this order block down here. Then you got your TPs, which they're structure based. They're a mesh of structure based and ATR based. And then your invalidation is below 394 or a daily close below 350, which is the reload zone and the extreme discount zone. Flow and liquidity, this just maps out my VRVP in words, and then it gives you the option guidance. So my standard option guidance is 30-day swings, 30 to 60-day swings. So right now this is like at what, 22 days, 23 days to March 20th, something like that. So 21 days, 3 weeks. Got this the end of this month. So you got these, and then it gives you the condition on when to enter that. So a 410, when it goes above 415, yes, you buying in the money, but it'll be an A+ trade range, and it'll just run without resistance. So that's how that works. And then this ain't for y'all. Sorry. Let's see. What was the other one? I think it was Dale. Was it Dale? Ooh. Yep, when it closed above 415 over the 2 hour. So let's see. Boom. Because right now it's already in A+ range, but we kind of caught it late because I was looking at screeners today. But I'll go ahead and do this right here. You'll see where nothing is going to be right here. There you go, right there. Look at that. Only shelf is at 422. And it could probably break that very easily, but it'll be due for a pullback by the time it gets up here. It'll probably retest this level or something, since we already have 2 touches right here. So I'm pretty sure this was an old order block. It'll probably retest the old order block and then have a fresh new inverse arc up to the next leg. We post this. Post that in a cord. Where is, bam, boom. Oh, everybody was messing with this one. Affirm, hey, wait on the Affirm trade plan to come into fruition. Please don't jump early. You will get cooked, because Affirm is last in swings and daily trades. So yeah. Oh, boom. Get up out of there. That ain't for y'all. Get that up out of there. Get up out of there. Bam. And then go to mine. Boom, boom. Make sure to tag everybody, because I don't want nobody to say, you didn't tag me. What's the best platform to trade options on? Not Robinhood. You are absolutely correct, Kim. Please. What are you hiding, bro? I don't know what you're talking about. Wait, can you, if possible, can you do a video and post it in the Discord, because my chart looks different? Okay, that's fine. I got you. I like Thinkorswim. I just started using Fidelity. Fidelity is pretty smooth. I'm on now. Fidelity is smooth. If you're using the Trader Plus. I didn't know about the Trader Plus way up until today. So yeah, but Fidelity is all right, but I definitely like Thinkorswim way better. It's like faster responsiveness. It don't have any lag to it, and it gives you like actual real price action. And it has its own news platform. It has its own scanners. It has its own screeners. That thing got too much stuff on it, honestly. All right, What's the other one? What's the other one? The Circle. Oh man, this one rough on the month. It probably ain't even gonna output anything for the month, honestly. Let's see though. Let's see. How do you buy and sell on the chart though? You can't do that, or you can't do that on Fidelity? I don't think so. I know Thinkorswim can. I just started using Fidelity like maybe a month ago. If that. I don't even think it's been a month, honestly. Yeah, I'm still new to Fidelity, so anything I get in there it's like a long-term, like a longer-term swing or shares. Okay. Or are you talking about the TradingView chart? Or are you talking about in actual Fidelity? Ooh, this thing about to be A+ range. Oh my God. Yo, everybody, wait for the close above 92. That's gonna be. That's gonna move. And I guarantee you that's probably gonna be hey, that might not even be the trigger, honestly. Ooh. Yeah, 92 is gonna Oh, I can. So I already had that order block. Yeah, man. Or so I haven't found it yet. Yes, I was wondering if we can do that on Fidelity. What can we do in TradingView with the sell limit and TP slide bar? So it's kind of weird in TradingView. So in TradingView, you would have to connect to another broker. So you got to make sure your broker is in here. So actually, Webull has it, but it's kind of wonky doing options. You would have to actually have the option chain like nomenclature, like the actual name. It'll be like CRCL 0320 March. Like you have to have that nomenclature to get the actual option. Actually, right here, this is what you have to do it. Options. You have to have the actual contract like name on it so you can put it in the actual chart. And yes, you can chart options. You'll get the same fair value gaps and all of that. Hint. No, I ain't gonna beat that dead horse though. But you can chart options. And if you do, you can see the exact same thing. The only difference between the options is that, like, gaps in price action, but you'll get the same fair value gaps. You'll get the same inverse arcs, all of that. Wish I knew how to put this on the chart though. I did it the other day. Yeah, I don't remember how to do it though. I was just experimenting too. Let me get this 2 hour real quick. Oh my, that water block is vicious. That was Circle. Yeah, you can't link them yet. Not yet anyway. Let's see what you got. And then for the last one, which one y'all want me to do last? I kind of not want to do tech. Because tech been getting slapped. And everybody on the Nvidia train right now. They did the same move they did last earnings. They gapped up and dropped. Knee. I see this. Oh, I never did go to the 2 hour only. Man, you see this? Stair stepping. Kratos should have got a bump today. Off of that Anthropic news, honestly. Actually, let me see if they did. They went up the last 2 hours. Ooh, that's good. That's a level they want to keep too. Should be an inverse one. Nope, it's not. They trying though. They trying to keep this 85 level secure. Let's see what the 30 look like. Should have one on the 30. Yep. Yeah, they hold this. Only been since February the 5th though. So it's still the same month. They can easily break down and go to like the 76. Yeah, energy is definitely getting rewarded. That's the main component of AI, really. Like if you can't power the AI, AI is useless. Let's see. All right, here go to oh, okay. So it did know that it was an IPO. So okay, that's great. So all of the time frames are neutral right now. It hasn't really just set a dominant trend yet, since it's so new. And there's no 200 cloud on like 2 of the time frames. So it's basically in the post IPO unwind. That's when, you know, they run it up so fast in the IPO, the early IPO stages, and then they sell it right back off until lows that it's probably never going to touch again in its lifetime. So unwind base building to a base building with a fresh reclaimed impulse that is now stalling into an overhead supply, the upper 80s and lower 90s. The plan is binary. Acceptance holding above 83.38 to 83.48 keeps the reclaim thesis active into the first overhead shelf, while rejecting back below 80.40 shifts odds to rotation back into the 75 and 77 demand shelf, with the larger reset risk back towards the weekly base. So right now it's a B. The A plus trigger is above a 2 hour above 83.38 to 83.48. All right, so here go the primary entry, which is the A plus entry, which is in my plan sometimes rare. All right, the reload zone 79.23. Down here. Oh, the VRVP shelf right here. And you got old liquidity sitting right here as well. Then the extreme discount, you know, just in case of the tweet, 62 to 74. That's a big range. That is, that's all it is. Oh, I guess because there's so many order blocks stacked. So like a 2 hour inverse arc in this whole range would suffice. But if it fails, ooh-wee. All right, then you got the targets. Then you got the liquidity as well. Options chain not provided. That's insane. So I would have to redo this one and tell it, hey bro, what are you doing? And that happens sometime, but that's fine. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what it say. No hallucination. Man, dude, I be forgetting not to use that. I be forgetting to use that mode. I appreciate it. So trying to do that fib and fib thing. Woo. Oh, it's just grabbing the actual data. Okay, that's fine. Now, however, I don't like that it's searching so many. That is searching a lot. Come on. Answer now, bro. What are you doing? And it's probably gonna change my format too. Probably gonna change the format of the option guidance. That's fine. I just redo the plan when I'm off and then post it. Come on. Oh, okay. I guess you're not thinking. Oh, listen. Let's see. I should have took it out of thinking mode. No. Well, we'll come back to that. But you get the gist of the plan. Oh, yeah. That's the end of. Yeah. That's the end of the plan. Tammy, how you doing? Hope your Friday is awesome. Are the trading plans ones like the flashcards are more summarized than these? Legit? Are those legit? Yeah, they're way more summarized. I like a certain structure to mine. That's that little. I got that little OCD, man. So I like mine like a certain way. So that's why every time it prints out different, I'll be like, no, that ain't my standard. So I want my standard. Yeah, man. Cause I believe Tammy actually did one with the card on Cisco. My memory serves me right. Oh, PayPal and Joby. See? And that's clean, dude. I used to worry about these things printing all wonky, but it looks like ChatGPT has upped their quality. You can tune into your liking. Ooh, that's dangerous. I might do that. That's clean. And that way you can get both biases too. Like in a compact. Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just something about them words. When mine come out the way mine is, I understand it. I guess because I created it like that. So that's probably why I like mine better. I used to be like, hey man, you leave them damn cards alone. Leave them cards alone. Yo, they used to come out crazy looking. Yeah, they definitely upped their game though. This thing is okay. This thing taking forever. I knew I should have started a new chat. I knew it. Why y'all didn't tell me to do it? Just ask for a simple, easy understanding for the trade plan. If I fail in the areas on the plan, I ask to recheck. Yeah. Here we go. So see, now it actually pulled options chain from the internet instead of just using its like actual thinking brain. So now it gave me extended dates. So now it gave me April. Yeah, so yeah, that's the way that is. And then that ain't for y'all. And then knee gonna be the last one. Let me take this channel off that I did. I don't want it to confuse nothing. So what I'd see off rip on knee on the monthly is a buy side liquidity sweep, right? Right now, it did close above it, so it may have taken the order block away. Because right here would have triggered, no, this change of character would have triggered that order block. But we'll see. Let's go back one candle. Yep, there it is. Bam. Okay. I ain't crazy yet. why the order block disappear when they close it, or when they touch it. So it doesn't close when they touch it. So if it goes above that order block and closes, the order block disappears. But on a sell side and buy side liquidity sweep, you want to see it. What you want to see it do is kind of like this right here. So it created the order block here because it did this change of character. Then when it came back down, you want to see, basically you want to see price action go right under, go right under it and then shoot back through. So like once this order block disappears, that's like, hey, there's no more buy orders right here. I can crash you right now. And if this candle would have closed under this, it would have just came back to this order block. It would have just kept accelerating down and then probably did the same thing as it did right here. Because like if you don't have buy orders actively right here, it just crashes back down to 48. Nope, I didn't post that. I'm gonna use this one. Like Oscar, you'll see it start disappearing stuff, like making stuff disappear in live action, and then you'll actually understand it better, a lot better. Hey man, where that block go? And if it closes above that block disappearing, it can just go. Okay, we in dollar increments now. That's super good. Yep, bingo. But you gotta wait till that candle close for like verification on those orders gone, because if you be like, oh man, it's dropping so fast, I'm gonna get in puts, and then that order block pops back up, you about to get cooked. Well done. No, I just upload the multi-time frame and ask to review the trade plan 3 times and give me a plan, share with Discord, help them. What? So what you saying is you do it like this? Like that? Cause I know I used to get the market summaries like that, and Black Wolf did pretty good. What? Oh. See, you learn something every day. If you ain't learning every day, you ain't living right. All right, get this 2 hour. Boom. All right, knee. Rule standard. Don't mess my option chain up, please. Dang, I'm crashing out. Actually, I'm not gonna put that because every time I put something extra, my format comes out crazy. All in bullet format. I hate the bullet format. Ah. Yeah, dude. What? Oh. I did not know that. I'm gonna give that a try. Time is money, bro. I do all my trade plans after hours, bro. I don't do them during the day. I don't like the, so like if you doing it like during the day, it'll give you still give you an accurate trade plan. But however, if something like, say for instance, price is right here at like 11:30 and some news hit it and it starts spiking while you doing the screenshots, then you cooked. Like you one of your time frames had 93.74, and then the 1 hour or whatever you use, it'll be at 95 the next screenshot, and it's gonna be like, bro, what are you doing? Oh yeah, you need the candle. Basically, you want the candle to be closed. So, if anything, if you do one during the market, just go in replay mode to get that prior day's candle, and then you can just tell it where price is currently sitting at. So you don't, get cooked by the daggone candles moving. All right, there we go. Yeah, it did it right, bro. That's insane. All right, let me make sure all these time frames yellow. Okay, so no inverse arc here, no inverse arc here for sure. Okay. Y'all gotta check your trade plans too. Don't just paste them soon as you get them. Yep, right here. Okay. So the reason why this is yellow, yes, you got an arc confirmation. However, your candle is closed above the 12, which is the trend. So that's why it's yellow. It's like conflicting confirmations, basically. Now this one shouldn't have been yellow, the weekly, or the. Oh, it might not be calculating for the week to close. It might be saying that the weekly candle isn't closed yet because it is Friday, and the monthly candle didn't close because it's not the 28th. So if I probably redid this plan on like Sunday, those two will flip green. But that's my new information. All right, so knee is pressing into an upper shelf of 95.96. The blue candles is floating candles. My blue candles are 200% candles. So it's extra volume. And then the purple is 200% down candles. Like if you ever see this right here, this mean liquidity sweep on a monthly time frame, and it pops up like that, you just have an understanding that it might reverse, because I mean this is a hammer off the 200 moving average, the 200 EMA cloud. So yeah, you see something like that, it's already a reversal candle by nature. So all it did is push up, pull back, and then boom. Yup. And it's binary, so we got to hold above 95.50 to keep the breakout thesis. So that's what I meant by right here. So 95.96 is up here. The only reason you want to do that because it wicked up here. So this one wick on a daily or weekly time frame could trigger an order block if it does a change of character around like 78. So like if it falls back down, this change of character will pop up, and then this order block will snap in right here. So that's why it needs to close above 95.96. All right, reload zone 92 to 93, right up in here, which is the previous all-time high. So that's good. I went to Discord, not planned. And then the extreme discount, which ain't even like a crazy extreme, is 90 to 88. So that's still a minute pullback. Right here, this previous month high. So right here in this area is the extreme discount, only because it's right under this rank liquidity. Execution, 2 hour float, level 3 floating candle. Yep. So in any of those zones. So once you get that fresh new inverse with a floating candle, that's your trigger. Now caveat to that. So if you get that, this gonna be one right here. All right. Come on, breaker structure, pop up. Come on. So all right. So when you get a fresh breaker structure, right? Regardless of the inverse arc or not, every time you see one, you see a pullback. So right here, You get the new high at the time. You get the brand new high. You pop up, come back down, then go. Brand new high, pop up, pop back down, boom, new high. So then when it did it this way, you get the fresh breaker structure, pull back immediately. So every time you see a breaker structure, wait for some sort of pullback before entering. So like here go a breaker structure right here. Like you could have got in right here, but you would have panicked when it came down here to test this order block. And you, like in real time, it's kind of hard to see the liquidity sweep if you're like on a smaller time frame. So like if you're just constantly watching the 2 hour all day, you would have saw that this order block was right here, and that it soon as it pierced through and popped back up, you're like, oh man, that's a liquidity sweep. And once it cleared this 12, you could like reload it more contracts or whatever you wanted to do then. Do that. That's why I like the 2 hour so much. Like you can see so much. Like you can see the whole market structure on the 2 hour in better detail than you can really on the day. Because all you see is wicks on the day. You go to the 2 hour, you can see what those actual wicks look like inside of the day. All right, Tammy, you have a good one. Hey, I ain't share that much now. You know, I'm still a noob out here. And then we go into the targets. So the first target, so if it's anticipating a pullback, so the targets right here is that breakout entry, and then ATR based targets right here, since it's at all-time highs. Invalidation close below 92 on a 2 hour ARC confirmation, or a daily close below 88.90, which is discount. Then here goes the VRVP levels, and then your option chain, I'm not gonna say recommendations, your guidance on like the best plays to do. All right, that is all the charts. Anybody got any questions? What I'm gonna do now is that off, take that off. I'm gonna go to futures just because I was trading those today. If I go over this feed. Feel been feel. All right. I'll go to SLV. Yep, there it is. So I'm going to do this so y'all can see. There you go. I don't want to put the colors on. All right, so for the fib in fib, right? It anchors in summarization, it anchors the major time frame fibs to the last closed candle, right? So in essence, right here, it anchored it to here. So I put it on a weekly because you're looking at the daily time frame. So you want your major time frames to be bigger than the actual time frame that you're looking on. So since I anchored it to the week, and I let's say if I go down to the 2 hour, you have bigger spaces because this is anchored to the weekly time frame. But if I come back down, go into the settings and anchor to the day, these get tighter because these are the daily major time frames. And then the micros are just the intra time frame levels that you're currently in. So these would be the 2 hour time frames that you will be looking for on the daily setting. All right, go up in here, put you back on week. Boom, and I'm gonna go back to the 1 day right here. All right, so for SLV, let me delete these first. They be in the way. Yes, sir. All right, so right here is a major time frame on the the major fibs right here. So right here is here, and then there go this is the current, oh crap. This is the current major time frame fib that price action is currently in, right? So what happens when price action enters a brand new fib, it anchors the micro fibs to the major time frame fib that is currently in, and it'll give you your intraday levels. So if I go up in here, go into the day, and then I'm gonna go to the 15-minute because that's the way I use it in the intraday. All right, right here. Oh, I had to do reverse this. Put up, flip it up. It did not flip it up. Uh-oh, troubleshoot. Oh, never mind. Price action started down here. So really, I would have to go into replay mode to put it down here so the price action would come closer. Yeah, here we go. There we go. Cause I was like, dude, what's happening? All right. So what you gonna observe here is I'm just gonna hit play, and you can see how price action respects the fib levels. So I'm gonna zoom in it pretty close so you can see it. So you, oh, my mouse malfunction. No, what just happened? What just happened? Did I just delete my daggone? Yes, I did. No, undo. Oh, there we go. All right. So you already see in this brand new field, the first hour of the markets, SLV was respecting the mini fields inside of the daily time frame major fields. All right, so now I'm gonna play it in half the speed, and I want you to see how price action negotiates through the micro fields. See how it breaks them? So when it breaks them, and if it goes into this next one, that's when price action will change. So it wicked off this one, and once it closes and opens, it would have went back down. See how it's wicking off of it? See, boom, perfect. I'm gonna pause it, because that was like the perfect example, like to the cent. Like, I don't, like, what's this 83.65, and then if I look at the low up here, it's 83.64. So 1 cent tolerance on the fib level. So as soon as it came down, it rejected fast. And hit play again. Probably gonna pop up. Yep. Boom. Once it closed above that fib, it went up. Like, this thing is nice. And I'm not even done with it yet. But what it does is you anchor a higher time frame to it, and the lower time frames respect the price, like it respects the fib levels, because the way the CTA machines are like set up, like it's set up to the perfect number system, which is the Fibonacci retracements and Fibonacci extensions. So like a CTA machine to see price come down here to this fib and automatically buy every time, or if it comes up here to this new fib, it'll sell it off, make it come back to this fib, and then buy it back up. So that's the way this indicator works. Did that explain it just a little bit? And actually, I'll show you the manual way. Why is my mouse doing that? It's not scrolling. No, it is not. Once you set up on the higher time frame, then adjust it to the auto on the lower time frame. I took out the auto feature because like sometimes, so actually here we go. Let's see, auto fib extension. Here we go. All right, so this is what I based it off of right here. So right here. So this is what the base of it was, right? So what I would do the manual way is go in here. Let me take this box out of the way. Go in here. Since I see prices in this field right here, I will go in, get a trend line retracement. Do this right here. And you see how price respected that right there? So now I can just take the auto fib off. I can take the auto fib off. Now that you got your intraday levels, you don't even need the major time frame fibs anymore. So you go up in here. Boom. You see how price respected these two fibs for the most of the day? Once price action closed above this fib, it legged up to the next fib. It closed above this fib, it tries to retest this fib. See, if it failed the down move, came back up with liquidity, bam. That's how that works. I just did mine auto, more auto than anything. Like I wanted the micro fibs to be automatic, not the higher time frames, because the higher time frames start to flicker and then you wouldn't see what is going on at all. How you set up the higher time frame? Let's see. So you should go in here, anchor time frame. So I always do it at least one time frame higher than the current level that you're trying to negotiate. So like if you're doing a 15-minute in and out trade, like say if you're doing futures, I always just anchor to the day. I go to, let's go to gold today. Boom. And then I would obviously had to go in replay mode since gold ran up something crazy today. I would go here. All right, so you can already kind of see how it's respecting that. Then it came to an order block. High time frame always take precedent. Correctamundo. All right, now I'm gonna go to 1 speed because it's on 5 minutes. So now watch how price respects each level. So right there, no, I just did the wrong thing. What did I press space on? Oh, I see what happened. Why does space bar change your ticker in TradingView? VIX 60. Come on, select the bar, select the bar. I'll go right here. So this is the prior day's levels right here. So you already see right here was a fib level. So higher time frames are here. I took out the color code so it can be more clean right now. But you can see the higher time frame. So these 5 in the middle are the intraday fib levels that you want to watch for, unless price breaks below this one or price breaks below above that one. So now I'm gonna press play and then you're gonna see. So it dropped down in this higher time frame. So now, look at that. Hey man, y'all inspired me, dog. and then once it breaks, if it breaks this one, it'll put a fib up here and then start anchoring inside of this one. So let's see if it breaks it. Oh, so close. You see how it's respecting this major time frame right here though? That's insane. Look, and then boom, it closed above it. Now you got new fib levels. This way, you don't have to have Creole in the Wolf Empire and the Rue giving out levels constantly and changing stuff up on my indicator. So boom, that look at that breakout, insane breakout. Soon as it cleared this one, boom, straight to the next field. And doing this in futures is so easy. Oh my goodness. Yep, that's how my indicator works. And actually, oh, it reset because at the end of the day. But yeah, I made 1,500 on futures today. Literally just using my micro fibs and breaker structures, basically. You just open Charles Schwab? Yes, sir. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, once you get accustomed to that, there's not a trade platform that you won't be able to navigate unless it's Fidelity. But we ain't gonna talk about that. But yeah, that wraps up the fib indicator. I currently got 40 beta testers. So I'm just gonna be awaiting feedback before I open another beta for the second iteration. Fidelity is indeed ass. My bad, JOG, but it's true. All right, y'all got any more questions before I wrap this thing up? And then this video gonna be shipped to the masses. Thank you, fam. I'm peeping game. I will master this. Hey, I already know you, bro. Once I saw you watching all the videos before you asked me questions, that's all I needed to know. I already knew you were like invested already then. Like you were already studying before getting the wolf chart system. So I already knew. Oh yeah, Brown. Anytime. You the man, appreciate you. You know, I'm something like I just know the man, you know, that's it. Appreciate you for coming by. Wolf chart, WTMA, liquidity sweep, Marble trend, continuous field master. Our ecosystem is killing. Facts. Just got on, have to watch the replay. Hey, SLC girl. Hey, this little recap right here, that's gonna be the one. That's gonna be the one. I might cut it and make it into a YouTube video unless I do an actual YouTube video. That's what I'm probably gonna do though. But basically, I just gave you a preview on how this fib indicator worked. And I went over 3 trade plans. And I went over about 12 charts. I think it had to be like 12. It feel like 12. You killed it today, bro. Man, I appreciate it, dog. Yes, sir. But I'm about to wrap this thing up, man. Hope y'all have a blessed weekend. Wish me luck tomorrow because I'll be at a baby shower. And you know how they go. So, yeah. Y'all have a good weekend. Peace.